Hi, everyone. Welcome to Awaken Within with Master Ernie T. Let's get started on this episode. And we've been talking an awful lot about age, right? What a thing, right? Age. It can really limit us. And eventually, we all get old. But what does that mean, right? The thought of age limits us. What we think of age, how we look at age, how we've been programmed about age, right? Through our parents and society and whatever, right? It's just a number. My father told me a long time ago, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you were? It's a number. That's when you were born. That's all it means to me. I'm 69 years old. I never thought I'd make it this far. Not the way I ran my first life. No way. But here I am, 69 years old. And I can sit here and wallow in it that I can't jump through the air and break bricks anymore, and I can't do this and I can't do that, and I can't lift heavy weights and all of that. And I can sit into that space, right, about the past, what I used to do, instead of what I can do at 69. Hey, listen, I like to have fun. What about you? Don't you want to have fun? And for me, it's creating new experiences, meeting new people, going to different places, changing it up. When you change this, all right, with new experiences, your brain literally changes. Your thinking changes. Your mind changes. In each experience, you expand and you grow, right? Don't let the age get you. It seems like even young people start talking negative about age. Well, I'm 35 now, I'm 40, I can't do what I used to, I can't go here and do this. I was like, what? Now, if you think like that, you're gonna feel like that for sure. Hey, listen, this is how I look at it. If you think that you're old and you talk to yourself about how old you are and what you can't do anymore, what you used to do, and you talk to other people about it, and you talk to other older people or at your age about it, and you go back and forth about your aches and your pains and how much medication that you're on, but you're not doing anything about it, by the way. And you start to do old things, right? And some of them, there's nothing wrong with them, by the way. And you start having a lifestyle that's old. Hang around with older people all the time. Then I guess you're old, right? Looks like a duck, acts like a duck, blah, 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 right? That's not going to happen to me. Are you going to let that happen to you? Come on, there are people out there in their 70s, they're doing marathons. I'm not saying you got to do that. I'm just saying, it's all up in your head. It always is. It's always an inside job. Our biggest problem is between our ears. Don't get caught up in that. All right, that program, whatever you got it from, it doesn't matter. Right? That limiting belief that's telling you that you can't do things anymore. So that means you can't do anything anymore. And the more you think like that, the more you start limiting yourself more and more and more. You stop walking because, you get too tired. Maybe it's your nutrition and other things, but, right? And you start settling, right? And pretty soon you don't do this and you don't do that. All right, you don't want to go to the gym that much anymore. Then you don't go to the gym at all. I don't want to do this, then I don't want to do that. It hurts when I do this and it hurts when I do that. It's called modification. We need to modify as we get older. That's the key. Modification, right? I teach the same way. I don't teach everybody the same way, right? It's not just this cookie cutter way of teaching, right? Every student I have, I tailor their training according to what they can do, right? But that doesn't mean you can't do any of it. I got a bad shoulder. Well, we can't do anything. I got to stay home and sit and watch reruns of I Love Lucy. No, no, we just work around that shoulder. We work around that bad ankle. We work around that hip, right? We work around this because that's what this is all about. There's always a way if you're committed, and that's straight from Anthony Robbins. There's always a way. So stop settling. Stop, okay, using that age limiting belief. You are as old as you think you are, right? So let's work around this age thing, please, right? And come to some of my free classes. Get out and do things. I love when I go out and see, seniors dancing and things, and, they're not acting their age, right? It's so cool to see that, right? I never want to act my age. What does that mean? Act your age. You're immature, right? I don't know what that means. I don't know. I think about the Peter Pan song. I don't want to grow up, and I don't want to go to school. I don't have to worry about the school anymore, although I'm constantly learning, right? But I don't want to grow up. I don't want to grow up to a point where I'm going to be sitting in a rocking chair or something like that. Keep moving. Keep thinking different. Make sure that you are learning new things, having new experiences, right? Again, because if you don't use it, you lose it. All right? Work around this thing called age. Come to see me at one of my classes. We have one tomorrow night. Mindful breath key. It's fluid motion, body awareness. The breath will take you into a relaxing state. All right? Bring your yoga mat. All right? Show up. Doesn't matter if you're new. Doesn't matter how old you are. All right? And get a new experience. That's tomorrow night, 6:45. More information is out there right on Facebook and Instagram. Come on, we can do this together. Remember how old I am too, right? Let's work around things. Forget this age thing. Don't worry about it. See you there tomorrow night. Enjoy your day.